Well. Welcome once again to the Steve Ken Guitar Channel. And as you can see, I'm wearing a Christmas hat. This is just to tell you that all my videos that I'll be uploading this month, I'll be wearing this hat because this is the month of festivities and Christmas. Now, today we are going to talk about finger exercises. Remember, my videos mostly have been teaching you on how to play chords and songs, but there is something very important, that is finger exercises, especially when you are a beginner. Because really, some people may say that I will just become a chord player on guitar. Of course, you can become a chord player, but I assure you that once you begin to practice this guitar, you will not stop at being a chord player. There are other skills that require for you to use your individual fingers, like the finger style playing, the finger picking, and playing the solo melody or the lead guitar. And for that, you need to practice your left hand and also your right hand, especially for finger style and finger picking. Of course, you can use this with your left hand, but it's essential that you also practice with your right hand. So in this video, I'm going to give you a very basic finger exercises. I'll give you a very basic one, and then I will give you a little bit more, one that is more advanced for the left hand, and then for the right hand, I will only give you a very simple exercise for you to perform as you learn the guitar. But before we proceed, we ask ourselves the question, why do you need the finger practices? Of course, you do need the finger practices. As I've said, there are some techniques that you will require to use your individual fingers to hit the different notes. As I've said, the finger style and also the lead guitar or the guitar solo. So first of all, you must appreciate that you need this finger style. And then the second thing is that in your practice, please try to be very slow, especially if you are an absolute beginner. Try to be as slow as possible. Do not try to do it with a very fast speed that you may see somebody who has been playing guitar for almost 10 years and he has developed the muscle memory, is playing very fast without even looking. Do not try to become that. Just go at a very slow pace, even if it's months, as long as you are improving. With time, you will reach there. Patience is key, as I've always insisted that patience is key in learning how to play a musical instrument. So do not strive to move fast. Be as slow as long as you are hitting the right notes or the right thing. That is all you require. Well, enough of that. Now, without wasting much time, let us now jump right into our exercises. Great. Now I have zoomed in the video and hopefully you can see clearly the fretboard here. And of course, by now I assume you know how to count the fretboard because here we have the nut, then we have fret number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And remember this white dots, round dots that you are seeing here, these are position markers and they help us to orient ourselves such that when I see this dot here in my guitar, I know this is the fifth chord. So this will be, sorry, this is the fifth fret. So this will be the seventh fret, ninth fret, 12th fret, and so on. So you need to have this that will help you, but know how to count the frets. So the first thing that I would like to say is that the aim here again for finger exercises is to develop the muscle memory so that, and also finger independence. As you can see in the background, we have a piano here. We have a piano here. By the way, I also play the piano. And this gave me a very advantage because I started by playing the piano, then decided to take on the guitar. And the piano here, demands that you use all your 10 fingers or 5 on each hand. So you have to develop the finger independence such that if you want to move this finger, you only move it, and if you want this one, you only move it. That may prove a challenge when you are beginning to learn a, an instrument, but if you are interested with passion and hard work, you will make it. So, without wasting much time, the first exercises, of course, you are only going to require these 4 fingers: the index, the middle, the ring, and the pinky. So the first exercise is now to develop that finger independence, and it's a very simple one. Well, how do you do it? I want you to count up to your fifth fret. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our fifth fret. Then how do you do it? And also something that I forgot to mention is that when you are doing these finger exercises on the left hand, of course, you will also be training with your left hand so that with time you will develop the muscle memory so that you don't have to look at the strings as you are hitting. But this may prove a challenge as a beginner, especially the left hand, because here you can look, but now maintaining between looking here and also where you are supposed to strum will become a challenge. But take your time, just place one finger, then look at the string, then hit it. Then go to the next that way. Do not strive to do it without looking. Okay. Now the first exercises count to your fifth fret, then come to the lowest E string. Now I want these 4 fingers. Each one will be pressing on a different fret. Each one will have its own fret and they follow each other from the fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. And this is where we'll be moving up and down the fretboard. So the first exercise is very simple. The first finger, then you remove it. The second, 7, 8. I hope you can see that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me do this. 5, you remove it. 6, remove it. 7, 8. Then you can go backwards. This is the aim that you want to achieve. But don't struggle to do it as fast as I'm doing. Just do very slowly. Okay, very slowly. Just on that one string, and make sure with each time you remove the finger, but try to maintain the finger on the same level of the string. Don't maybe do like this, then this comes to let the fingers be at least at the same level. So that's the first exercise. Just on one string as you are moving up and down to create that hand independence. Remember, as I've said, be slow. Then after making some progress, now you can be changing strings. You do that. Then you go to the next string. Then the next. Then the next. Then the next. Then the next. And then you can climb back up. So that's the first exercise. On your first string, do this as many times as you need until you perfect it. Then now after doing that and changing the string, then now you can move on to at least a one more advanced type of finger exercise, whereby now we will be moving up the fretboard. We will not be moving up and down, but now we will be changing strings with each time. So we have 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you climb back up. very slowly. Do not rush. For now, speed is not our target. So as you can see, I'm moving up the fretboard, then on all the strings, then now I'm moving down the fretboard, then up the strings. So that's the next exercise. But start with the first one that I've shown you on how to do up and down on one string. That is the easiest exercise. Well, now you can do that exercise as long as it takes for you to master it. Do not try to rush it out and do not give up, as we say. Once you start feeling pain to your fingers, you can maybe leave it for the next day, but do not give up. Now, after doing that exercise for maybe a month or so, and you feel that you are starting to improve and also starting to develop the muscle memory. And remember here, because you are a beginner, you haven't developed the muscle memory here, you will be required to look at both. You place the finger, you look which string am I supposed to hit, that way. Do not try to do it unconsciously. Well, then after mastering that exercise or practicing it for maybe weeks or months, now you can do this exercise that I improvised. This one may be more trickier, but this you will do it after gaining some experience. Now you come to the G string or the third string from we have number 1, 2, 3. So we'll be using the lower three strings 1, 2, 3. That's G, B, and E. Then you come to the third fret on the G string, and this is the shape that we will be making. Where you start from, we come from number 3 fret, we go to number 5. Then on the B strings, we move to 4, 5. Then the E string, 3, 6. I hope you can see that. We have, this is the shape. And then you move upward. So on the G strings, 3, 5. On the B strings, 4, 5. On the E strings, 3, 6. Then you move downwards. That is your aim. But as you said here, speed is not our interest. So again, I repeat. So anywhere where you want to start with, if I start from the fifth fret, now I'll be doing 5, 7, 6, 7, 5, 8. You see? Then I move backward. So that is the shape. Just master the shape. Then you can move up and down. You can move down. But that is a bit advanced once you have at least had some experience on the first type of exercise. Great. Now I don't want to make this a 20-minute tutorial. I think those two exercises or three for the left hand will be enough, and in these exercises you will be using a guitar pick. I think for today that will be enough. Do those exercises as many times as possible. And remember, when practicing, make sure that your fingernails on the left hand are cut to the shortest length possible, because any protruding may interfere with your pressing on the notes. Like mine, they are a bit projected and I was having some challenges. So make sure your fingernails are trimmed well. So I think that is it enough for today. I had promised that I will also show you finger exercise for this right hand, but I think that will be on the next day. Remember, this is a very basic finger exercise. As we advance, I will also upload a more complex exercise. But do not start with the last exercise. That is a bit advanced. Start with the very slow one, the one that you are moving up and down one string as a begin. Of course, if you are a bit advanced, you can go on to the last finger exercise that I did. Now I'll do another video to show you the finger exercises for the right hand. But for today, that is all. Enjoy yourself, and I wish you all the best in your practice to learn how to play this interesting instrument, the guitar. Well, wish you all the best and thank you, and remember to hit the red subscription button and the notification bell for this channel so that you don't miss any videos from this amazing channel. See you in the next video.